Well, I got something pretty special here. I told you guys I was in the market for a 1911. I'm looking for something pretty special, something unique, something I never had before, and I was looking for the Remington R1 Enhanced. It was pretty hard to find. Then I ran into something that I thought I'd never run into because I never see these anywhere. The only places I see them is in Guns and Ammo and Gun Digest magazine and, Handgun magazine. I've seen them in there. And I always wondered about them, always wanted one, but never seen one, never could find one. This is an STI International. Now these guns range from, they can be from $700 all the way up to $3,000. This company specifically makes mostly their 1911s for shooting competitions, competition shooters. Sorry, it's really early in the morning. And I called my gun shop, King Shooter Supply in King of Prussia, one of my gun shops that I shop at. Hold on. Sorry, thought my dog might have maybe pushed the screen door open and got out. Okay, yeah, King of Prussia, and I called him and said, what do you got? What kind of 1911s you got? He goes, well, we got something, something pretty different we don't usually get in. Besides the Kimbers and Colts and Springfields and, I've had them all. He goes, I got an STI. I said, really? I said, well, I can't afford one of them. He said, no, I got the, this is the Spartan. It's the more affordable version. I said, oh, sweet. So I went up, looked at it, and for $640 at this price, this gun, you're getting a lot of quality. You're getting a lot of gun for this kind of money. So I jumped right on it because they have a great reputation for being super accurate. The whole thing. Good quality firearms. Okay? I'm going to let you see it in a minute. Hold on to your tits. A few things I want to say. First thing, January 19th is Gun Appreciation Day. So if I were you, if you want to, whatever you're going to do for it, I would do something. If you want to go to your state capital and make your voice heard, or just if you're going to buy a gun, wait till that day to do it would be a good thing to do. Which I would have a hard time doing that. But if you're going to go to a gun range and for the first time with your wife or something, I would do it on that day, or go to a gun range that day, go to a gun shop that day, make it a gun day, a positive gun day. And that's Gun Appreciation Day, so just don't forget about it. I also want to thank the only news network that's helping us out, regardless what some people say, is I watched Fox News last night, Hannity, and they are drilling that guy to the wall that put everyone's name in the paper that have gun permits, that own guns. They are pounding that newspaper company, and I love it. I love it. No one else cares. CNN, NBC, all them fucking channels, all they are is anti-gun, and they don't say anything about pro-gun ownership or anything positive towards us. Another thing Hannity did was constantly play that tape over and over again of that lady saving her and her twins. They were hiding in a crawl space in their attic when this big animal came in, tried to invade their home, and she blew his ass away and saved her family. So that's why I support that network. That's why. Another thing I wanted to say real quick. This is why you have to join the NRA. I've been telling you guys for years, join the NRA, join the NRA, and you got some of these guys saying, oh, the NRA is all about money, the NRA is all politics. No shit, the NRA needs money. Owning a gun is political, and they need money to fight for your rights. So there's plenty of other gun organizations in there, but if you watch television and watch news, who's sitting in front of Biden negotiating gun rights? Is it any of the other guys? No. It's the NR mother humping A. That's who needs your money. That's who you need to join. And you better thank God we have them, because we're going to squeal out of this because of them and the power of the NRA. you're going to see. I don't think it's going to be as bad as everyone thinks it's going to be. I think it's going to be little stupid changes, and that's it. That's my gut feeling. Okay, enough bitching. One more thing. The Hoss USMC channel. I just want to put his link under the video. He's got an important video, so I'll just put the link there, and then you'll see what he has to say. It's for fighting for gun rights and making your voice heard, and I figure I'd spread the news for him. Plus, he's got a good channel, and he's a good dude, and he's part of Guns, Guts, and Glory, and he's a cool dude. All right, let's get this open. I want to show you this beautiful 1911. It did not come with them beautiful G10 black grips. I special ordered them from Sti. That's what I was waiting for before I showed you this pistol. It had these wood oak grips on it. I didn't think they looked too good, so I ordered them awesome black Sti G10 grips. A little pricey, but they were 60 bucks, and they came with new screws, like modern looking screws with the Allen key. And they came with bushings, which I didn't need, but it's always great to have extra bushings, because bushings are very soft and they're very easy to destroy. I've destroyed many of them. So that's really cool. So there it is. This is the Spartan model. STI is a company from Texas, United States, of course, and the Spartan is incorporated together with STI, which is Armscore makes the frame, which is fine with me. And but if you look up anything with STI, their guns are amazing. They really are. This is what I wanted. I didn't want another $1,200 1911. I didn't want another $1,500 Kimber. You know, I've just been through it all. They're nice, you know, but there's really no difference. I've had enough 1911s to know the difference now. By now, I've had what, at least 30 of them since I've been on YouTube. There's just no difference with this price difference. You know, I've refused to believe that for years, but I'm coming what I can come up with from all the experience that I've had with them and shooting them. There ain't much difference, man, between a $1,200 1911 and a $600 1911. I promise you, there's not. Especially with reliability, accuracy, and all that. Now, this is a $600. It's actually more than that. $640 plus tax. Boom, boom, boom. Figure it's almost like 680 bucks by the time I was all done with everything. So pretty much a $700 gun. For the money, this gun is very, very superior to what you would normally get in that price range. Okay. First of all, it looks amazing. It has a great look to it. It's very, very tactical looking. I like the light color barrel. Okay. And then I hooked it up with these Sti G Tank grips. Check them out. I mean, these are super high quality grips, and they're awesome. I got them from this, I forget what it was called, something Connection, I'll find out later. Look at them grips. They got the scalloped notch here for your thumb so you can reach the magazine button better. Awesome. There's the other side of it. Spartan 5. The 5 means 5-inch. It has a fiber optic front sight. Now, you know, guys, I'm not a fan of fiber optic sights because they break when you drop your gun, if you drop your gun, but this one is really protected. It's encased in this steel sight, and it's got 3 columns on it, so if you drop this, it's not going to hit the plastic. It's nice and safe in there. There's their logo. They got the really nice logo. Check that out. Okay. Now, I'm not a fan of adjustable rear sights. This is my first 1911 with an adjustable rear sight. Maybe I'll like it better. I never had one. I just never liked the looks of them. But maybe I'll shoot better with them. And there's the adjustable rear sight. As far as MIM parts go, I can spot a MIM part a mile away, and I can tell you right now that hammer is not a min part. That is cut from bar steel. The slide is cut from bar steel. I know that. The frame is cast. That's what makes the gun a little bit more reasonable for, you know, us guys that don't have $1 million buying guns all the time. I could tell you, looks like the thumb safety might be a min part. I ain't sure. I don't see no seam on it. Usually you'll see the mold line, but I don't see it. I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it is, but it looks pretty damn good. Really not too concerned with that because my $1,500 or $1,300 Kimbers have min parts in them too. The min parts today are not what they used to be. They're a lot better. I prefer not to have them, but I just don't think this gun has too many. It has a, this is what's very unique about STI 1911s. Their triggers are polymer. Even their $3,000 pistols, the triggers are polymer. It's like their trademark. It's got a polymer trigger, and it's webbed. It's really, really nice looking trigger. Look at that. If I can get it in there. See that? I'm loving it. And it's an adjustable trigger, so it has an adjustment too. And it has an awesome trigger. So let's check it for safety. Full length guide rod. Okay. You got an adjustable skeleton trigger. You got adjustable sights. You know, you're talking about, you know, a $640 gun. They're upgrades. You know what I'm saying? Super high polished feed ramp on the ramp. Super high polished barrel where the feed ramp meets the barrel. Everything's high polished. And another thing about these Sti Spartans, these are heavily tested before they're shipped out. They don't just shoot 1 round through it or 2 rounds through it like these other companies do and ship it out. They put a good amount. This thing was filthy, and this was brand new. There was oil on it. The tag was on. It was brand new, and this was the dirtiest gun, the dirtiest brand new gun I ever cleaned. So that tells me it was well tested, and you know they make sure their guns run well before they ship them out. Okay. All right. Let me take a little break, and then we'll get to the other stuff. I hear my food. My food's here. Alrighty then. You guys want to see the internals of this? It's pretty impressive. This isn't the mag that came with it. This is my Mekgar mag. I like these magazines. These magazines really do have like a little bit of a break-in period, but once you get 100 rounds to your gun, they run awesome. I just love their follower. It's anti-tilt. Gives it a real solid base, and this magazine's awesome. It's one of my favorites. The magazine that comes with it is an awesome magazine also. This is the mag that comes with it. Made in USA. 8-round mag, and it has that old school Ed Brown follower. Kind of looks like a jelly bean. See that? And very nice magazine. Feels excellent, excellent. So that's the one that comes with it. And here's an Ed Brown magazine, an older one. I want to show you this. See, it's got that old school unique follower. It's shaped like that. I don't know. I guess less friction. It's really neat. It feels like a Teflon, like a non-stick pan Teflon feeling. So it's a good thing. All right, here we go. STI. Let's see what happens here. It has a full length guide rod, which is great. I already told you that. The slide and the rails, they feel great. They feel real nice and slick and smooth. Machined very nicely. Let me put the thumb safety. It has a nice positive click. Locks in nice and tight. The other thing I look for when I'm buying a 1911 is the mainspring housing. I like a nice stiff hammer pull. When you're pulling the hammer back, I like it to be tough. Cheaper 1911s have a real light hammer pull. When you pull the hammer back, the spring down in here is real light, so it's easy. The only thing bad about that is that can cause a light primer strike, and you don't want that to happen, you know. So this is a nice, hard, strong mainspring in here
which is an excellent thing for me. That's one of the things I look for. The trigger is really, really nice. I'll tell you right now. Let me see here. It has like zero creep. There's no creep, bang, there's nothing, it's just bang, okay? It's stiff, but it's a real clean break. So, it's awesome. You can shoot it real accurate with a gun that has a trigger like that. We will see, right? So, let's take it apart. Of course, I haven't held a 1911 in a while. And, put the safety on. Take the recoil plug and spring. Now, as far as this STI, if they're using wolf springs, I don't know. I should have found that out. And they feel like they are, because they're all the springs are very stiff. That's the first sign of a good quality spring. If the slide's hard to pull back, if the hammer's hard to pull back, you know you got good springs in there. You know, so. Seems to come apart really nice, but not too easy, which is a good thing. That means a nice fit and finish. The fit is really, really excellent. What can I say? Alright, comes out. There's your frame. Very nice high polished feed ramp on there. Look at that feed ramp. It's a polished, beautiful. I ain't got to do nothing to it. I don't have to buff it. I don't have to flitz and buff anything. It's got a great polished feed ramp. Awesome. Okay. Again, there's a polymer trigger. Now the bow inside the trigger, is that what they call it? The bow, I think they call it, is not. It's all steel. It's just the trigger part where you put your finger is polymer, and that's like one of their trademarks. It's not a cheap thing. That's even I told you before, those $3,000 guns have that too. Okay. Symmetrical spring. Feels like a nice, good quality, strong spring. Like I said, I'm not sure if it's a wolf spring. It feels like one. If it's not, it's a good quality one. Full-size guide rod. And what you do is you take this apart and just check out the machine work on it. It's a nice guide rod. Looks good to me. And then here's the barrel. Now the barrel, to me, I never had a barrel that's like this light silver color. It looks like it has like a slick coating on it to reduce friction. That's what I would think. Pretty neat. See how white it looks? Even with all this light. Like the new Glock barrels, they have that like Teflon feel. Same thing, like that follower on there. Feels like that. So it's probably a technology where it just reduces friction. It's a beautiful barrel. The throat on the barrel is very high polished, you can see. That's all I can really tell you. I mean, we're going to have to fire it. You know what I mean? Here is the slide. Thank God that no serial numbers or piece marks are on this part, because that's where the disconnect rides on there. And that, to me, I think that should be smooth. And I've seen that before, Springfield putting numbers on there. I don't like that. But looks really nice. Everything looks great in there. Excellent. Nice looking gun. That's pretty much it. That's all I can tell you about it. Start putting it back together. I'm just glad I have a 1911 back in the collection, and hopefully this one will run really sweet, and this one will stick around. That's what we all say. I'm probably going to be making a move with my Sig Sauer 226. I know that's the gun I've had the longest in my safe. I've had that thing for like 5 years, but the reason why I'm doing this is because it is a safe queen, and it is an awesome gun. It's probably the most accurate gun that I have in my safe. But if I ever sold my Sig, it would be for another Sig very similar to that gun. I would never like sell my SIG and go buy a revolver or something. The gun that I'm going to replace it with is really something very special, and there's not a lot of them around, and I think you guys are really going to like it. So it's going to be more practical. It'll be a little smaller, this way I can carry it. I mean, I never carried a 226, man. It's just too big. I can't. I'm a comfort fanatic, and for me to carry a big gun, it's very hard for me to carry a big gun. It's just, even when I carry little guns, I bitch. You know what I'm saying? This seems to go together real nice when you're putting it back together. You don't have to fight anything, or everything just snaps right back in place. Look at this. Really nice. That is a very good sign. So, yeah, so don't be surprised. I know you guys are probably like, oh my god, the SIG, I can't even think that would ever be going. But remember, it's getting replaced with. It's getting replaced with another SIG, something very similar to it. And some of you guys are probably going to guess what it is. I'm sure you know. SIG came out with a new pistol, and I just think it's something I'll carry, and it'll be a lot more affordable for me to shoot. You also get a 1911 wrench with this, but you should try to practice not using any tools when you're taking your 1911 apart. Because if you had to do it under a stressful situation, you're not gonna have a tool with you to take your gun apart. It's always good to do it with your bare hands. It's the best way to go. Okay. Yeah. It's got a nice strong recoil spring. I can't even do it this way. I have to do it this way. Alright guys, there it is, the Sti Spartan. Did I show you the other side of this? I don't think I did. There's one side with the logo there. Alright, then here's the other side where it says scallop grip, and it says Spartan right there. Great looking 1911. And that's it. Hope you like the gun. I hope it shoots good. I don't see how it wouldn't. But most importantly, I hope it's reliable. Alright guys, hang in there. I think everything's gonna be fine. And enjoy your guns, man. Everything's gonna be fine.